Welcome to the longest running quiz show in the area. Categories. High school students compete to answer questions on topics from art to science, history to current events. And now, here's your categories host, John Bartell.
Hi, welcome to Categories. Today we're bringing you what I promise will be an excellent game between the Blue Valley Tigers and the Blue Valley West Jaguars. Let's go ahead and meet our contestants first from Blue Valley.
Hi, I'm Arjun and I'm a junior.
I'm Luco and I'm a junior.
I'm Aditya and I'm a senior.
I'm Luke and I'm a senior.
I'm Sid and I'm a freshman.
And our competitors from West.
I'm Olivia and I'm a senior.
I'm Sham and I'm a junior.
I'm Curtis and I'm a junior.
I'm Sandy and I'm a senior.
And I'm Sai and I'm a senior.
Fantastic. Here on Categories, in the first round, we will take turns answering questions. If a team responds correctly, they earn a point. If they respond incorrectly, the other team will get the chance to steal that category and that point. We did a coin toss before we started taping. It was won by Blue Valley West. So West, here's the first category. It is the environment. 2 noxious compounds released by coal-fired furnaces adulterate rain clouds. They are nitrogen oxide and sulfur dioxide. Tell me what the rain produced by these clouds is called. Sean?
Acid rain.
Acid rain. Current events for you, Tigers. At which airport did a lone gunman target TSA agents, killing one and wounding others before being captured? Aditya.
Los Angeles International Airport.
That is correct. Back to you, West. Literature is the category. One of the oldest works of literature is the Epic of Gilgamesh, the account of a heroic figure. What ancient civilization produced this epic? Sandy?
The Babylonians.
The Babylonians. Very good. We also would accept Sumerian. Tigers, back to you. U.S. history. Tell me the number of the following amendment to the Constitution. It's about excessive bail shall not be required, nor excessive fines imposed, nor cruel and unusual punishments inflicted. DTM.
The 7th?
It is not the 7th. West, chance to steal this U.S. history question. Tell me the number of the following amendment to the Constitution. It's about excessive bail shall not be required, nor excessive fines imposed, nor cruel and unusual punishments inflicted. Show 'em.
The 8th.
It is the 8th. West, back to you with military history. Born in Fredericksburg, Texas in 1885, he was appointed the Pacific Fleet commander during World War II. Curtis.
Nimitz.
Nimitz is correct. Tigers, back to you with Wild West is the category. The partially wild horses common in the western states are descended from those left by Spanish conquistadors. By what name are they known? Arjun?
Broncos.
It is not Broncos. West, chance to steal this Wild West question. The partially wild horses common in the western states are descended from those left by Spanish conquistadors. By what name are they known? Curtis.
Stallions.
They're not stallions, they're mustangs. Mustangs. West, you do get the next category, however, and it's geography. The boundary between Texas and Oklahoma was the site of a Civil War battle involving Union General Sheridan. What river separates the two states? Sean?
The Rio Grande.
I'm sorry, it's not the Rio Grande. Tigers, chance to steal this category of geography. The boundary between Texas and Oklahoma was the site of the Civil War battle involving Union General Sheridan. What river separates the two states? Sid?
The Red River.
The Red River is correct. Tigers, you do get the next category. It is music. In a symphony, it was first used in Beethoven's Fifth. Jack Teagarden and Glenn Miller are among jazz musicians who played it. Name the instrument. Luco?
The piano.
It is not the piano. Jaguars, chance to steal this music category. In a symphony, it was first used in Beethoven's Fifth. Jack Teagarden and Glenn Miller are among the jazz musicians who played it. Name the instrument. Olivia.
The trombone.
It is the trombone. West, back to you with a food category question. As these smell like male pigs, sows are used in the forest of France to root them out. Olivia?
Truffles.
Truffles. Blue Valley, back to you with a sports question. What group votes each year to determine the annual winners of the Cy Young Award and the Rookie of the Year designation? Aditya.
Baseball Writers of America.
That is correct. Very good. West, back to you with business. Business is the category. In terms of value, the glass container industry's primary raw material is soda ash. In terms of volume, however, what substance represents the glass container industry's largest raw material? Tigers, chance to steal this business category. In terms of value, the glass containers industry primary raw material is soda ash. But in terms of volume, however, what substance represents the glass container industry's largest raw material? Arjun.
Sand.
It is sand. Blue Valley, back to you with a spelling question. How do you spell synonymous? Luco.
S-Y-N-O-N-Y-M-O-U-S.
That is correct. Very good. West, to you with a definition category. Definitions. What is meant by the word junta or junta, a term appearing in the news frequently? Curtis?
A military dictator.
A military dictator or group of military leaders. Very good. We will accept that. Blue Valley, poetry is your category. It's going to start with the description. In the spite of his grief following the loss of his young wife, Henry Wadsworth Longfellow undertook to be the father and mother to all three of his children. He took them for walks, told them stories, played games with them, and immortalized their companionship in what poem? Luke?
Song of Hiawatha.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. West, chance to steal this poetry category. In spite of his grief following the loss of his young wife, Henry Wadsworth Longfellow undertook to be the father and the mother to his three small children. He took them for walks, told them stories, played games with them, and immortalized their companionship in what poem? Time on that, looking at the children's hour, Blue Valley West, you do get the next question. It is math. Give me the decimal expansion of e to the nearest thousandth. Sean.
2.718.
Very good, thank you. Blue Valley, back to you with world history. In the 1919 Treaty of Versailles was which type from the Latin meaning many and side? Luco?
An armistice.
I'm sorry, cannot accept armistice. West, take a chance to stealing this world history question. In the 1919 Treaty of Versailles was which type for the Latin meaning many and side? Curtis?
Multilateral.
Multilateral. Very good. West, you do get the next question. It is U.S. history this time. After the passage of Women's Suffrage Amendment, who was the first president elected? Sean?
Warren G. Harding.
It is Harding. Very good. Back to you, Blue Valley, with fashion is your category. A new kind of stocking appeared in the early 40s, but almost immediately became a rarity as its material was needed for parachutes. What were the stockings made of? Luke?
Nylon.
Nylon. Very good. West, back to you with current events. The Marmaray Link, an underwater railway tunnel linking Europe and Asia for the first time, is in what country? Curtis?
Russia.
I'm sorry, it is not Russia. Blue Valley, chance to steal. Aditya?
Turkey.
It is Turkey. Blue Valley, you do get the next question. It is science. Explain the difference between hibernation and estivation. West, chance to steal this science category. Explain the difference between hibernation and estivation. Si?
Hibernation takes place in the winter and estivation is in the summer.
Very good. That's exactly what we're looking for. West, you do get the next category. It is geography. Finland shares borders with 3 other countries. What are they? Sean?
Norway, Sweden, and Russia.
Very good. Those are the three. Tigers, back to you with a U.S. Constitution question. Tell me the number of the article referred to in this clause. We're looking for the article number. All bills for raising revenue shall originate in the House of Representatives. Aditya.
Article 1.
Article 1. Very good. Music is your category, West. This record sold about 3 million copies in the 1950s. Patti Page popularized it. Name the song, which is the official song of the southern state mentioned in the title. Olivia?
Sweet Home Alabama.
It is not Sweet Home Alabama. Great song, but that's not the right one. Blue Valley, you have a chance to steal this music category. This record sold about 3 million copies in the 1950s. Patti Page popularized it. Name the song, which is the official song of the southern state mentioned in its title. Aditya?
Georgia, My Sweet Home.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Tennessee Waltz. Tennessee Waltz is what we're looking for. Tigers, you do get the next question. It is movies. Public interest in the 1964 Warren Report increased in 1992 basically because of a film by which director? Aditya?
Oliver Stone.
Oliver Stone. And the movie was JFK. Very good. Back to you, West, with marine life. Marine life. Genus Spirina, this long, thin, predatory fish with protruding jaw and teeth, is known as the tiger of the sea. Name that fish. Curtis.
Barracuda.
Barracuda is what we're looking for. Very good. Back to you, Tigers, with literature. It starts with a quote. Because I could not stop for death, he kindly stopped for me. The carriage held but just ourselves and immortality. What 19th century American poet wrote these lines? Luke?
Dickinson.
Dickinson, very good. West, history is your category. Ronald Biggs and 14 cohorts stole $7 million in the robbery of the century. What exactly did the gang rob? Tigers, chance to steal this history question. Ronald Biggs and 14 cohorts stole $7 million in the robbery of the century. What exactly did the gang rob? Arjun?
Gold.
Cannot accept gold. We're just looking for a train. They robbed a train. Sometimes you think that's going to be a bigger question, don't you? Back to you, however, Tigers, with English history. Lord Salisbury was Prime Minister when Winston Churchill was elected to the House of Commons in 1900. From 1900 to 1940, when Churchill himself became Prime Minister, 8 other men held the job before him. So between Lord Salisbury and Churchill, 8 men held that job. Name any one of them. Sid.
Neville Chamberlain.
I'm sorry, cannot accept that. Back to you, West, with the same question, English history. Lord Salisbury was Prime Minister when Winston Churchill was elected to the House of Commons in 1900. From 1900 to 1940, when Churchill himself became Prime Minister, 8 other men held the job. Name any 2 of them. Arthur James Balfour, Henry Campbell Bannerman, Herbert Henry Asquith, David Lloyd George, Andrew Bonner Law, Stanley Baldwin, James Ramsey MacDonald were all in that list. However, during that question, we did have a siren to note the end of the first round, and right now we have a score of Blue Valley West 13 and Blue Valley 10. Before we go into our second round, we were going to go to a member of each team with a campus update. And from Arjun, we have what is going on with the Blue Valley Tigers.
Yeah, so right at our school, we have a lot of things going on right now. Our play, Elephant's Graveyard, just finished running, and it was excellent. Our band finished our marching season, and we were the best band in Kansas at BOA. Our football team is heading to Sub-State after winning against Shawnee Heights. Our volleyball team got 3rd at state, and cross country also did very well at state.
Fantastic. Very good. And from Blue Valley West, Curtis, what is happening with the Jaguars?
Well, our school play, the Triangle Shirtwaist Fire, recently went on. Everyone seemed to enjoy it. The new play is underway, and as well as the wrestling season, the first tryouts are just beginning recently. Stuart McNutt got 1st place for us at the state cross-country meet, and tomorrow we have a Veterans Day assembly to honor all those who served the United States.
Oh, outstanding. Great job. Both teams. Awesome stuff happening at both schools. As we head into the second round, it is our lightning round, and we will start off our lightning round with a look and listen question. The contestants here in the studio have a monitor in which they can see the clue and hear the clue. And remember, contestants, it is worth 2 points. So here we go. Look and listen. Name the specific body of water that we're sailing in. Aditya?
The Pacific Ocean.
I cannot accept Pacific Ocean. Back to you, West. Name the specific body of water that we're sailing in. Sai?
The Sydney Harbor.
Sydney Harbor is the specific body of water. Here we go for the rest of the lightning round. A question is placed on the floor for either team to answer. If a team responds correctly, they earn a point. If not, the other team will get a chance to steal. So both teams, here we go, hands-on buzzers with the U.S. history, specifically with the Postal Service is the category. In 1896, which service began as Harry Gibson carried the mail through the... Sandy?
The Pony Express.
It is not Pony Express. Tigers, chance to steal this U.S. history Postal Service question. In 1896, which service began as Harry Gibson carried the mail through the West Virginia backcountry? We're looking for the rural-free delivery, rural-free. Both teams, geography. The Lincoln Tunnel opened December 22nd, 1937. What 2 states does the Lincoln Tunnel connect? Arjun.
New Jersey, New York.
New Jersey, New York is correct. Math is the next category. Give me the next number in this sequence. It's a fairly long sequence, so please pay attention. The sequence is 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, 34, 55. Luco?
89.
89. Very good. Current events for both teams. In northeast Syria, the World Health Organization has confirmed an outbreak of what? Aditya?
Polio.
Polio is correct. Definitions for both teams. A plutocracy is a government run by a few rich... Curtis?
Ruled by the rich.
I'm sorry, cannot accept that. Blue Valley, you have a chance to steal this definitions question. A plutocracy is a government run by a few rich nobles. What is a gynarchy or gynarchy? Arjun?
A country led by religious leaders.
I cannot accept that. It's run by women. Run by women. Both teams, art is the category. The Louvre in Paris is the most famous art gallery in the world and is home to thousands of famous paintings. But there's only one painting in the museum by an American artist. The painting is Arrangement in Gray and Black. Name of the painter. Luke.
O'Keeffe.
It is not O'Keeffe. West, chance to steal this art category. The Louvre in Paris is the most famous art gallery in the world. It is home to thousands of paintings, or famous paintings, but there is only one painting in the museum by an American artist. The painting is Arrangement in Gray and Black. Name the painter. Sean?
Cassatt.
It is not. It is Whistler. Whistler. Arrangements in Gray and Black is also known as Whistler's mother. Both teams, sports is the category. Which golf course near Carmel, California has been... Arjun?
Pebble Beach.
Pebble Beach is correct. English history for both teams. In 1917, the British battled which nation's army in the 3 battles of Gaza? Aditya?
Ottoman Empire.
Ottoman Empire, very good. And you've narrowed the gap a bit. Blue Valley has a score of 14 to Blue Valley West 16. U.S. history is the next category for both teams. When was the Tariff of Abominations passed? It was so called because its high level of protection in... Curtis?
1824.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Blue Valley, chance to steal this U.S. history question. When was the Tariff of Abominations passed? It was so called because of the high levels of protection and the political trickery behind it. Aditya?
1828.
1828 is the correct answer. Time is the next category. What clock has moving parts 93 million miles away or 8,000 miles in diameter, depending on how you look at it? Sean?
A sundial.
A sundial, very good. Geography for both teams. The Himalayas result from a collision between what two land masses? Sean?
The Indian subcontinent and the Eurasian continent.
Very good. Computers for both teams. Many modern computers require us to use binary equivalent of our integers. What is the binary equivalent of 8? Sean?
1000.
Very good. Science and religion. Creationists often argue that the second law of thermodynamics let me start over so it sounds better. Creationists often argue that the second law of thermodynamics proves the impossibility of evolution. Basically, what is the second law? Sean?
It states that every action, or basically anything, reaction will increase the entropy of the universe.
Increase the entropy is what we're looking for. Very good. Anatomy is the next question. Bile is produced in both the liver and the gallbladder and is useful in the digestion of what food substances? Sean?
Fat.
Fat. Very good. You've opened up a bit of a lead here. The score is 21 for West, Blue Valley 15. Literature. Name the author of the sequel in which Heywood Floyd traveled to Jupiter with the aim of rescuing a spaceship that had been orbiting that planet for 9 years. Luke?
Heinlein.
Pardon me?
Heinlein.
I'm sorry, cannot accept that. Jaguars, chance to steal this literature question. Name the author of a sequel in which Heywood Floyd traveled to Jupiter with the aim of rescuing a spaceship that had been orbiting that planet for 9 years. Si?
Jules Verne.
It is not Jules Verne, it's Arthur Clarke. Arthur Clarke. Art is the next question. The overweight Marie de Medici hired which artist to do a series of paintings of her? Arjun.
Botticelli.
It is not Botticelli. Wes, chance to steal this art question. The overweight Marie de Medici hired which artist to do a series of paintings of her? Sean?
Raphael.
It is not Raphael. It's Peter Paul Rubens. Science is the next category, specifically spelling. The variety of metamorphic rock pronounced gneiss is... Sean?
Gneiss.
Very good. U.S. history for both teams. What man assassinated William McKinley? Leon Czolgosz. Czolgosz doesn't roll off the tip of the tongue. Health is the next category. A major study recently published in the Archives of Internal Medicine concludes that if people would just do 4 things, they could reduce their illness rate by 80%. Name any 3 of them. Arjun.
Exercise, sleep, and eat healthy.
Sorry, cannot accept that. Wes, chance to steal this health category. A major study recently published in the Archives of Internal Medicine concludes that if people would just do 4 things, they could reduce their illness rate by 80%. Name any 3 of them. Olivia.
Stop smoking, exercise, and stop drinking.
Sorry, cannot accept that. Exercise is on it. Not smoking is another one. Eating a healthy diet was one. Controlling weight. Controlling weight is the 4th. Animals is the next category. This member of the marmot family is subject to interest to many Americans on February 2nd. Arjun?
Groundhog.
Groundhog, very good. Geography is the next category. Located in northern Bavaria, this city is noted for the Wagnerian music festivals held there each year. Name it. Aditya.
Hanover.
It is not Hanover. West, you have a chance to steal this geography question. Located in northern Bavaria, this city is noted for its Wagnerian music festivals held each year. Name it. Curtis.
Munich.
It is not Munich. It's Bayreuth. Bayreuth. Music for both teams. What are the 4 main human voice range classifications? Luco.
Alto, soprano, bass, and tenor.
Those are the 4. Very good. Science is the next category for both teams. In astronomy, the distance of a star from the Earth can be measured by determining the apparent difference in position of the star with the reference to some point on the surface of the Earth and some other point, such as a point on the Sun. What is the scientific term? Luca?
Parallax.
Parallax. Very good. Another science question for both teams. It's multiple choice. The Earth's magnetic field stops at the point where its outward force balances with pressure of the lunar wind from the moon, Earth's gravitational pull, moon's gravitational pull, or pressure of solar wind. Sean?
The last one.
It is the last one, pressure of solar wind. Math is the next category for both teams. Find the point or points of intersection of y equals the absolute value of x and y equals 4 minus the absolute value of x. Sean.
-2, and 2,
Very good. Roman history for both teams. What were the 6 official maidens? Let me repronounce that. What were the 6 official maidens maintained by the city of Rome called in antiquity? Sandy.
The Muses.
No, that is incorrect. Tiger's chance to steal this Roman history question. What were the 6 official maidens maintained by the city of Rome called in antiquity? Luco?
The Pleiades.
It is not Pleiades. They're the Vestal Virgins. The Vestal Virgins. That siren does denote the end of our game with a score of Blue Valley West 24, Blue Valley 18. A well-played game by both teams. Please join us again here on Categories, as next time we promise to bring you, once again, the best and brightest minds of high school students all throughout Johnson County.